Well, looks like the comic book industry has no desire to fix its own nonsense. What can I say that hasn't already been said already? Despite the superhero genre being the most popular it's ever been, nobody reads comic books. Nobody cares about comics anymore. The art styles of all of these comics look terrible. The writing is god awful, and people inject their own personal beliefs and politics onto these characters. And on top of that is a bunch of race swaps. Every character has just been changed already. They're completely unrecognizable, which makes it so hard to follow along. And now we have an artist comparing Power Girl, yes, Power Girl, the character that is known for being super attractive and having huge balloons popping out. She has been destroyed by the modern comic book artists, and they made her look ugly as hell. Are you really surprised? Here's that tweet right here. It says, Power Girl today versus when I drew her. And on the right, you see what the character is supposed to look like. She is literally known for having her big chest out. That is what the character is popular for. She's like an alternate universe version of Supergirl, and many other characters in the universe made jokes about her outfit. But because the modern comic book industry has been overtaken by obese women who are jealous of fictional comic book characters, that's how low the self-esteem of these women are. Fictional comic book superheroes make them feel insecure about themselves because they weigh 4,000 pounds. That's why they go out of their way to make all the women look terrible. They have been doing this for a decade. The women in comics do not look as good as they did decades ago. There's so many comparisons out there. You can look it up. And what the fuck did they do to her in the left picture? What is this shit? Who drew this? Why do they keep approving stuff that looks terrible? What is this art style? There's no good comic book artists in Marvel and DC anymore. All the good ones left because they didn't want to just turn every character black and gay for no reason. They're all gone. This is what we got now. This is what women do. They don't care. They don't fucking care. They don't care about the industry. They love using the characters and the storylines to bastardize for the movies, but do they care about the industry itself? No. That's why they let this hideous artwork just go and get printed. This is hideous. This is ridiculous. This is embarrassing for this whole industry. And you got a bunch of idiots on the internet wondering, why is manga so popular, but the Marvel movies are so popular, but comic books are not popular, and DC movies are popular, but nobody's reading DC comic books? Why the fuck do you think that is? Because when people pick up a fucking comic book, they look at this shit. They look at this terrible artwork. They see their character that they liked in the movie, and the character might be completely different when they pick up a comic book because there's no consistency and there's no respect for what came before. This is one of the many reasons of why comic books are dead. They don't fucking care. So all of us comic book fans, we're done. We're done with this because they do not care, so we shouldn't care. I don't care about the whole industry because they have told me time and time again that they do not respect some of my favorite characters, all of my favorite characters. What character isn't destroyed by now? Power Girl isn't one of my personal favorites, but she is a fan favorite character. She is a character that a lot of people like, but they don't respect any character. Every character is just black and gay or doing something that they wouldn't do or saying something that they wouldn't say or talking about politics. It's over. They don't fucking care, but manga cares. That's why manga is growing. That's why people rather read Japanese books with no color, because at least those books respect their characters. At least those books don't inject their own personal politics about government or Trump or climate change or systemic racism. Like, there are comics out there. I'm not just saying that. There are comic books out there that are talking about systemic racism and climate change. Do you want to see your favorite heroes and villains talk about that shit? Of course not. That's why nobody's buying it. And one of the main reasons that nobody's buying comic books is because it's ugly. It's fucking ugly. There's no good artists. It looks terrible. And this Power Girl image proves my point. It's not even worth getting invested in modern comics. With all of these different factors, not worth your time and money. And everybody of the replies of this tweet is laughing their asses off. Like this reply here. Why she looked like she was high on cocaine? Exactly, they don't know how to draw faces. They don't know how to draw bodies. They don't know how to draw specific parts of the body. They don't know how to draw the costumes. They don't know how to draw anything. So why are they working at a fucking comic book company when it's more art than words? The fact that they let this pass, somebody looked at it and said, yeah, print it out, give it to everybody. Let people look at this and decide if they want to spend money. The fact that they did this shows that they don't care. Again, they love to use the characters and bastardize the characters for movies and for TV shows and stuff like that. But when it comes to the source material, they have no fucking respect. If they wanted to, they could grow the American comic book industry into a multi-billion-dollar industry, but they don't care. Comic books are just not as fun to get into anymore, and that's what this reply is saying here. If you want to know why young men don't buy comics like they did in the 1970s to the 2000s, it's because all the artists draw women like Rachel Levine. Nobody wants to look at a woman like that. Never forget what they stole from you. Exactly, because sex sells. You're never going to change that. Men want to see beautiful women. Attractive women is advertising. That's how you get people's attention. And all of these popular female characters looked good decades ago. Now they made them all ugly. Nobody wants to look at ugly people. Everybody wants to look at attractive people. And if they hate attractive women that much, you're not getting my money. You're not. I'm not buying this garbage. Nobody wants to spend their hard-earned money just to see some ugly, hideous, manly woman look like she's on crack. It's hideous. Nobody wants that shit in their collection, man. What the fuck were they thinking? Oh my god. There's no good artists today in this industry, and that's what this reply is saying here. I'm sorry, but today the art styles and talent mostly suck. Late 90s to about 2010 or so, the art was amazing. Then it crashed through the floor. Now every woman is either a woman's head on a man's body or a mishappen ugly flat-chested blob. They even just straight up draw them fat and ugly at the same time. Yet the men have hardly changed unless they are white men. That's across every form of entertainment, especially when we talk about the uglification of women in gaming. The men get to be the idealistic, unrealistic bodybuilders, but the women gotta be ugly. They never want to complain about men being sexualized, but they only want to cry and complain when women have a little bit of chest, have a little bit of bra size, have a little bit of ass. Then they want to start complaining. They say, oh no, that's unrealistic body standards. No, that's offensive. It's not real, it's a fucking video game. And in this case, it's not real, it's a comic book. You expecting realism from comic books, you stupid bitch? There's only women complaining about this shit. You don't see men saying, oh no, Superman is unrealistic body standards. Men in real life can't punch the whole planet. Men in real life can't fly across the universe in a second. Men in real life can't carry a whole fucking planet on their back. This is unrealistic. Superman is unrealistic. No. Men do not say that. It's women who are complaining about unrealistic body standards in entertainment. Men look at Superman and say, damn, all the women just gooning for Superman. Just fuck, I gotta hit the gym so I can look like fucking Superman. That's how men look at it. We are not complaining that fictional fucking characters look better than us. It's fictional characters. They're supposed to look better. They're supposed to be idealistic. And in this case, when it comes to superheroes, it's fucking Superman. He's supposed to be number one. He's supposed to be the best. It's just such a stupid argument when people complain. Not people, hold on. Not people, women. Only women complain about unrealistic body standards. Now, I guarantee you, these women are like 400 pounds and they stink. They smell like ass. They smell like shit. They're crying that pixels on a fucking screen look better than them. Fuck off. I had to go on that rant because I am just so tired of that stupid ass argument. But anyway, are you really surprised that DC Comics went out of their fucking way to disrespect one of the most beautiful women in all of DC? No, because they don't care about comics anymore. They don't fucking care. They don't. You have to get over it. I'm fucking annoyed because this doesn't surprise me. So I shouldn't be that annoyed because they've done this with every fucking female character. They're all ugly. Every art style is ugly. There's no good art in this industry. All the good artists got pushed out. They were pushed out because of their politics, or they were pushed out because they didn't want to destroy all of these popular characters, or they got pushed out for a bunch of fucking fat women and DEI hires. I can't even fucking talk. They got pushed out. And all you got is hideous artwork across the whole industry. Both Marvel and DC. They're all the same. They all produce the same garbage. The same fucking people. They are no different. And that's one of the many reasons why nobody reads comic books anymore. Everybody just wants to get manga instead. I don't blame you. There's nothing good over here in the West anymore. Manga is growing. Comics is dying. If not, dead already. So, oh well, I guess. We'll just have to wait and see how low this industry will go. It might not even exist in the next decade. So I don't have much else to say. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So DC Comics, go fuck yourself.